Long on is a defensive position in cricket. It appears in a test match because someone is going hard against a spinner or there is some end of innings slogging. Older cricket players and fans hate when spinners start with the long on. The same way they hate seam bowlers having a sweeper out. They believe that batsmen should earn it by stepping down the wicket and lofting the ball over the head of the fielder. And in tests, that used to be seen as a risky shot. First leaving your crease, allowing the specialist wicketkeeper to take a stumping. And then you had to clear mid-on. A mishit could get you caught, and so would hitting hard but low. So a few things have changed since then. The wicketkeepers just aren't as good now. Josh Buttler has only taken 3 first-class stumpings in his entire career. Rishabh Pant missed a clear-sighted stumping chance in this match. Then there is mid-on. If you swing hard, the only way mid-on will catch you is if you cannot loft the ball right, or you happen to hit it straight up in the air. Most normal miss-hits will float well clear of mid-on, and it's not just the big bats, but the way that batsmen swing now. This isn't a high elbow punch through the line. These are full swings, often power hits, and not always traditional cricket shots. And players have been in the gym to get strong for this. They range hit for T20 and are used to seeing their balls go into the stands. Modern cricket is about the ball being in the air. The reason spinners have long on at start is because they think batsmen will still hit. Long on is not a deterrent to many modern batsmen. Many see it as not that much different than a normal mid-on, just another player to be cleared. The era of Kevin Pietersen, Chris Gale, Brendan McCullum and Vrinder Sehwag, we started to see this change. Batsmen were willing to be caught by deep fielders in a way that, outside of perhaps hook shots, that hadn't been as common since cricket's more amateur days. Now players have that mindset. Spinners don't see long on as a defensive option, they see it as a catching position. Look at today, the first ball that Jack Leach bowled to Rishabh Pant, he had a long on in, and yet Pant came down the wicket to smash the ball over his head anyway. He mishit the ball for 1, and it didn't really matter where the fielders were because Pant wasn't really trying to keep the ball inside the playing arena. And Leach isn't some terrible bowler. He has averaged 30 with the ball in tests over his first 12 matches. That's a really excellent record for a spinner from outside of Asia. And if England only pick him when he has to go up against right-handers or on turning tracks, he could have a wonderful career as a second spinner. Pant may have known that Leach struggles against left-handers, but he had never faced him. He had only seen 11 balls in his innings so far, not one from Leach, and he had already tried to hit him for 6 over a man on the boundary. The third ball he faced, he danced down again, and it was straighter, so he dragged it to mid-wicket for 6. So England put out a man right there, and he still hit the next ball right there. He was nearly out, so obviously you would change your game plan at this point, except that no, he did not. The following over, he goes over long on, because of course he did. This time he was almost caught for a second time, but got away with it. He'll do one more later as well. Pant hit 5 sixes off Leach. 4 of them were directly over the head of a boundary rider. But that wasn't even the only degree of difficulty. He also hit the ball from or very near the footmarks. You could see on more than one occasion when the ball landed that a puff of dust pops up. Traditionally, batsmen try not to hit out of the footmarks because seamers have big, heavy feet and they ruin the flatness of the pitch. But that was actually partly the reason that Pant was batting as he was. He thought he could take Leach out of the attack completely, perhaps before one hit a pebble and rolled along the ground and bowled him. It should also be pointed out that in T20 cricket, Pant scores at 10 runs and over from left-arm finger spin. Sure, this is a different format, but Pant likes this breed of bowling. And even when he didn't get to the pitch of the ball, he just smacked the ball as it was spinning into him. Many young batsmen come into Test cricket with a lot of shots. The constant disappointment of being dismissed while the media and fans dissect your every flaw often leads to players reining themselves in. The exciting shots disappear and they become professional grinders. Pant's batting may change like this, but he isn't just a young guy trying to whack the ball everywhere. With Pujara scoring freely from Leach and even Sundar trying to smash him, you would say that India decided that this was their best game plan against him. But I think there was also an individual plan from Pant. He wasn't just running down like a madman, he was attacking when he saw the ball he wanted, and then he would fully commit. He was looking at the pitch, the footmarks, the type of bowler, the flight of each delivery, and the situation of the game while trying to shift the pressure back onto England. And he nearly did. Not only did he top score, but he has already made England question Leach. And for the longest time, England thought he couldn't keep doing it. But against Leach, he did, and that will play on their minds. Eventually, Pant will be out caught at deep cover, going at Dom Bess out of the footmarks again. Pant was attacking out of a cabbage patch with 2 men on the boundary, exactly where he was going to hit it, using all of his white ball skills while his team was 7 million runs behind. Cricket is not like it used to be. Long on is an attacking position.